That brings us to general public comment. Is there anyone who would like to give general public comment?
So a local reporter here recently asked me if I was Coen and if this was California.
So, are you Coen? Is this California? I can't, as a non-attorney, I can't tell you how precedent will affect you in your case.
Am I Coen? Is this California? Chris, in your journalism classes, you did not study Coen at all.
Probably we did, yeah.
Probably we
sure
did.
We
so you've forgotten the First Amendment. Is that what you're telling me?
So Coen v. California is the First Amendment. Is that what you're saying?
The Coen v. California makes up a part of granting us those rights. It's a case.
Granting or ensuring?
Ensuring. It's a case that has come along and said, no, you cannot stifle speech that is offensive to you.
You can't criminalize it either.
You can't criminalize it.
Exactly.
Which is what these guys are doing.
Maybe you can help me clarify for him. Am I Coen? Is this California? Is the written word okay in here? So it's just the spoken word, right? Is that really what it is? It's just the spoken word? So the sign's okay. Obviously, I am Coen, Chris. This is California. So we've cleared that up. So glad to help out our local media with that. But now that we've gotten over the fact that it can be on a sign, let's make sure my audience can see as well. Now that we've gotten over the fact that it can be a sign, maybe we can revisit last week and find out why somebody can't say that, you know, as the greatest pussy in the county, Patrick, did you actually review the minutes?
What do we got to talk to him as? Commissioner? King?
I think we need
What's
to,
acceptable?
We need to not use the specific personal attack.
That's a personal attack. So if I called him the most highly respectable commissioner, perfectly allowed? Why is that?
It'd be a lie.
I think, yeah, it would be a lie. And I want to tell the truth. So Patrick, as a giant pussy, how much research have you? And then after my mic got muted on April 1st, I said, Shannon, as a giant bitch, how much research have you done on this topic? I still don't get any answers from you guys. Why is my time over?
Point of order, Chair. I believe it's time for the next public commenter. If there's anybody else who would like to provide public comment, your time is over, Justin.
And I thought Gene made a good suggestion there about including the addendum. But I mean, as a giant pussy, I guess you can't really do that. You can't change that, right? So obviously the word's okay, right? Are we good with that now? Have we gotten over that hump? Have we? Karen? Have we gotten over that hump with the First Amendment yet? Are we good? Or are you just gonna let me stay and throw him out? You're gonna have him arrested just like that one time where you said both of us and then they just took him away. I don't know why I didn't get taken away. I'm the one that had the sign. But it's just the spoken word, right? Sarah, you're the one with the mute button. Is it just the spoken word? So you can't say it? I said it a couple times. Do I not get muted?
My name is Dr. Justin Spees. So Patrick, as the best at being a giant pussy, how much research have you done on the budget?
So we've already covered that.
Oh, no, I said he was the best at it. So I was paying him a compliment. He's the best at being a giant pussy. So that was a good thing. What rule am I breaking by referring to him as a giant pussy? Michael just called you 3 fucks. He just called you 3 fucks. And that's fine, but you got to turn my microphone on?
That's censorship.
It is. I refer to myself as Dr. Justin Spees every time, and you guys call me Justin. I find that incredibly disrespectful. I don't turn your fucking microphone off.
Is there anyone else who'd like to give public comment on?
I mean, really, guys, your inconsistencies are what caused this issue. My sign hadn't been here for a little while. Do you know why? Because it hadn't been necessary. It was obviously necessary this week. especially given what happened last week. Right? So I guess this clears it up for the journal world and Condi and everybody else. I am Coen. This is California, and our First Amendment rights do prevail. Thank you, Karen.
Anyone else who'd like to give general public comment?
Well, Michael, it's not just the spoken word, it's also the spelled word. My name's Dr. Justin Spees. Last meeting, the fourth time that you turned off my microphone for referring to Patrick Kelly as a pussy, I actually spelled it. I said, so Patrick, as a giant P-U-S-S-Y. And then you guys turned off my microphone. So my name is Dr. Justin Spees. So Patrick, as the best at being a giant P-U-S-S-Y.
Dr. Spees, do you have anything to say on this item?
I'm getting to it, Karen. Anyway, so like I was saying, Patrick, as the best at being a giant P-U-S-S-Y.
Justin, do you have anything relevant to this item?
Yes, I'm getting to it. I'm calling him what he is. No different than if I called him commissioner. Let's try it this way. Patrick, as the best commissioner in the history of the entire world, in the history of the universe.
Do you have anything relevant to this item? If not, we will ask you to stop.
I'm really confused right now. I'm really confused. Why did you turn my microphone off last week for saying the words that I'm saying right now and that also Michael said there and that are also on this sign right here? And that's a serious question. I'm wondering why that is. What's the difference here? Why aren't you turning my microphone off this time? So I got some questions about that meeting last week where you turned my microphone off. And so Karen, as a giant bitch, when I was speaking that fourth time, you demanded that I spoke right away. So you had interrupted me. And I said, all right, let me collect my thoughts. And you said, all right, we're done.
Do you have anything relevant to this item? If not, we will ask you to stop.
I'm getting to it, Karen. Let me collect my thoughts here for a second. I've been interrupted. Let me collect my thoughts.
Sarah, if you don't mind.
Hold on a second. What?
No. Now what have I done? What have I done? What have I done now?
You're welcome to stay, but your public comment is finished.
And so not only did I have to say the words that you wanted me to say, I also had to speak the entire time I was up here, immediately. I couldn't have a second or two to collect my thoughts. I guess that means people can't come up here and do a silent protest, some kind of symbolic protest in silence up here. We can't do that. I have to immediately start speaking immediately because you tell me to. Why is that? Let's give that one a try here. Let me collect my thoughts here for a second, Karen. You're not going to turn my microphone off because I didn't immediately speak for the entire time for the 3 minutes? You're not going to do that? You're not going to do that? So, Shannon, as a giant cunt, what do you think of all this? What rule do you think I'm breaking by saying words last week that I got my microphone turned off for, but now I'm allowed to talk about it? Kind of seems like that rule doesn't exist, because if it existed, you'd be applying it right now as well. So really want to know why my microphone is not being turned off. And Patrick, as a giant pussy, why did you think it was okay to mask 2-year-old kids during COVID? So see, I just said all that. I just called you a bitch, you a cunt, and you a pussy. And here we are, microphone still working. Why is that? Sarah, can you answer that? Can you answer that?
Do we have anyone else who'd like to give general public comment?